Well, here we are. We're in the offices of Delian Totten at Natural Medicine in Franschhoek. And Delian invited me here just to film a segment on chiropractic. So on our way, walking around the dams, she's giving me some new news, which I thought we would sort of bring to everybody on Natural Medicine World in a video format, because it seems like something's going to change with the paper copy. So I thought this is the chance for us to hear from Delian what exactly is happening and what's precipitated the change, and why do we have something new that stands right before us now.
I've decided to no longer continue my work in print.
All right. So we're no longer going to get a hard copy in our Woolworths or our clicks. That's a big loss to all the people that love the journal. And obviously something's led to this big decision, because it's a big decision, because in a sense, that was your baby you created.
That's my fourth child, yes.
Yeah, 18 years ago. And you've devoted your life really to that and worked through the night, many nights, not sleeping. I know because I speak to you and you're not in bed at all. And you're busy churning out all of that and getting it perfect to go to print. So with all of that devotion of 18 years, what suddenly brought about the change? Why is this happening?
Well, it was just a good number, to end it on 150th issue.
Okay, and exactly. See, this was momentous to reach 150 issues and 18 years of total devotion to the journal and bringing it together and making it so perfect and reaching to the world and bringing this information to the world.
So basically, I've done 150 issues. It's 150 deadlines, and I absolutely loved every single issue. But there came a point last year when I got really angry. I prepared this particular magazine. I spent 3 months working on the content. It was about the most incredible healing modalities and new discoveries around the world.
Yes.
And I finished the editing, proofreading, layout. And again, my sales team came to me and said, unfortunately, such and such a company will no longer advertise because they want to advertise only with an article on menopause.
Oh.
So if I don't create an article on menopause, I will lose their ad.
Right.
And it continued to, I need a gut health article, I need a heart article, I need something on memory and the brain, and so on and so on. And I lost all that content, and it was not the first time, it was yet again, and I felt I was being held hostage by industry for their own reason. I mean, they were under enormous pressure with the regulations and to increase their sales figures, but I wasn't free anymore to write what I wanted to write, and I have a responsibility to write for my reader, not to produce a magazine for my advertisers.
Sure.
So I got really angry because I lost all that content, and now I have to sit through the night and somehow create these articles, reprint old things, and ask the impossible from authors to, at the last minute within a day or two, create an article for me on memory, which it wouldn't have been the best article I could possibly have created on memory because of the time.
Sure.
So this was a recurring theme, and it was just getting to me, and I got really angry at that point and decided I'm going to go do something different here with the content I want to publish, because I'm not a publisher.
All right.
That's not my passion.
No, sure.
Health and research and disseminating information to empower people, that's my passion.
Right.
I've also been feeling quite selfish in having beautiful relationships with authors and experts like yourself and people in industry. And I felt, no one knows them like I do. You can't pick up a publication and read it and get to the heart of it, feel that person's energy, input, wisdom, their big heart, and get that across in a print publication.
Sure.
Paper, always an issue for me. I hated having these thousands and thousands of magazines printed on all this paper, and it's thrown away after a month, even though a lot of loyal readers would keep the magazine as part of a collection.
Sure.
But still, it's a lot of paper.
Yeah.
And I can now absolutely love what I do and share information as it comes across my desk immediately. I don't have to wait a month or two in production for a new study or research to come out before I can share that with the readers. Sure. So the decision has been made to no longer print and no longer have the publication as it is in its form online either. It's not taking this into a flip book online. That's also already dated and old.
Yes.
It is video content, it's even interactive banner adverts on the website,
Right.
where advertisers can have a small little clip about their product next to a relevant article. And it's taking my crew and going to plantations where the olives are grown and interview the farmer and talk about the soil health and follow the whole process through production, to the marketing team designing the labels and products on the shelf, and then interviewing experts of what is the uses medicinally for olive oil, and why is it important, as a nutritional component. So the scope is huge.
Yes.
So we will be putting an online shop to this new platform. We'll be putting a beautiful dynamic app, that you can complete scorecards of your stress measures and all of that kind of thing. So there's a lot of exciting things happening. I have files worth of contacts and conversations and minutes of meetings that I held where I wanted to print in different countries, or print here, distribute in different countries, or print somewhere else and bring it across to different countries. Because my mission is to share the message to as many people as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And now with NatMed World, it's global, it's instant, and it's really encouraging to see the reach. Our videos are reaching over 600,000 people.
Which is amazing.
Which you can never do in a static South African print publication.
Not at all. No, I say. I think it's rather than thinking it's a death, it's a natural progression, which technology, the advancing technology is now permitted, and it was a natural step to have to go and increase your global audience. Sure.
And I'm having fun, and I'm really enjoying this.
And it's just
so even if this was making a lot of money, it would be the time for me to move off. It's 150 issues. I think it's enough.
And you got all three kids on the front
All three
cover.
children made it to the cover, so I can now say, that's it, I'm done.
We hit 150th issue. We also got all three kids represented on the cover. So now it's time to move on. Well done.
Well, thanks for putting me on the spot, and now the word's out there.